Hi, welcome to the second part of the Google Drive tutorials. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is go over how to create the folders for IB. First thing you're going to do is log into your Google account if you haven't already, and then you're going to go to Google Drive. So again, you can click on that tic-tac-toe board that we talked about last time, or you can always type in drive.google.com into your URL bar up at the top. So, creating new folders is pretty simple. The first thing you're going to want to do is click on New, and then select New Folder. And from here, you're just going to do IB, and click on Create. So now I have a new folder. Remember, we learned last time that you can change the color of your folder if you would want to. If you decide you want to rename it at any time, you can also do that here. You can move your folder around should you want to. If you want to move it inside of another folder, I would suggest leaving this outside of any other folders. So I change the color of this. Once I have that, I'm going to double click to go inside. So now up here I should see My Drive and IB with nothing inside of it. From here we're going to work on creating the folders that you need. So based on your content area is going to be dependent on what actual folders are required. So I'm going to pull up a document that's going to show you which ones you'll need based on what you teach. So everyone is going to be required to have a general info folder no matter what you teach. So let's create that first, and then we'll work on creating these other folders. And I got out of my IB, so let me go back in here, IB, and I'm going to do new folder, and general info, and I'm going to click create. From here, if you are a specialist that's going to teach both PYP and MYP, I would create a new folder for each of those. For the rest of you, if you are only teaching MYP or if you're only teaching PYP, you don't have to worry about this. So for PYP people, once you have the PYP folder set up, you're going to go inside of that, and then you're going to create 6 subfolders within that folder. And the folders that you're going to need are these folders: who we are, where we are in place and time, how we express ourselves, how the world works, how we organize ourselves, and sharing the planet. And just the same way that we did with the last one, new, file upload, new folder, we're going to get to file uploads later, who we are, create, where we are in place and time, so new folder, create. Okay, so once you have all 6 of your folders, then you have almost everything that you need. We have all the folders that you need. You're just going to have to learn next how to upload a file into those and how to share it. So let's go back to the MYP, and we'll talk about MYP really quickly. So MYP is going to be set up a little bit different. It's not going to have those 6 areas. What the MYP is set up with is your key concept. So as you in the MYP program know already, you're going to have 3 to 4 of those key concepts based on your area. So I am going to be doing design next year, so mine are community, communication, development, and systems. So I'm just going to set my folders up based on that. It's the same as setting up all the other folders, so let's go in and do that. So in the MYP, I'm going to do new folder, community, and create. Once you have your 3 or 4 folders created, then you are ready to share your entire IB folder. So your entire IB folder is going to be shared with Sarah, and that will allow her to see everything that you are working on. And you will probably also be sharing this with Tanya and possibly Brad as well, depending on, how he wants to handle that. So going into Drive, just back to the regular Drive, I'm going to click on IB, and once I click on IB, you'll see I have a little Share IB section. So I'm going to click on Share IB, and then I'm going to start typing in Sarah's email. So you can see hers is blockskf@gmail.com. So make sure you put that in there. And then what you can do over here, you're going to have your options. If you choose Can Organize, Add, or Edit, that'll allow her to have access into your file. Or you can just click Can View Only, and that will allow her to just view what is in there but not make any modifications to what you have. And once you do that, you can click Send. I'm not actually going to click Send for this because I have my other folder already set up for her. So I'm just going to cancel out of here, but it'll give you the okay that you have done that. So next we're going to look at uploading a file into your IB folders. So if I want to go into MYP and say this is for my design, I'm going to go to New, and I can click on File Upload. So anything that I currently have on my computer, I can upload into here. So I'll just upload an image that I have on here for now, and I'm going to click Open, and that's going to place it into my MYP folder. If I wanted it specifically in one of these, I could either open that folder up and download it into there, or I can just click and drag it to wherever I want it to go. Once you have uploaded an item into the folder of your choice, you are going to share the link in a Padlet so we can see that what you have shared. So we are going to talk about uploading your link to the Padlet next. Okay, so once you have your file uploaded, we're going to learn how to also use the link. So get the shareable link. This is helpful if you ever need to email out a folder or a document that maybe you don't want to just share it with somebody. This way you can post it on, as you're going to see, a little pin board. You can also post it on a website if you have a website. So we're going to look at how to do that. So let's say I wanted the MYP folder and I want to share this folder. I don't want this document, I want this whole folder. And I'm going to click Share, and I'm going to click on this Get Shareable Link, and it's going to give me the link, and you can always choose what you want to be able to happen with this. So Can View or Can Edit. Usually if you're doing a shareable link and you're posting online, you probably don't want to use Can Edit unless it's something that you are letting your students edit, but usually just Can View, and then you're going to copy the link. And what you're going to do to share that with all of us, so make it something you would want to share with the group, the document that you put in there. What you're going to do then is go to the Padlet, and I will be sharing that link with you. It's padlet.com/abwardkf with a crazy number after it. You're going to add it on here. So Padlets are really easy to use. It's like a little pin board. So I'm going to go to the plus sign. First, I want you to put your name. And if I could type, then and write something, you can just paste that link, and that'll give everyone that has access to our Padlet access to the folder with the document in it. That kind of, lets us know that you understand how to put everything in there, and also if you have really great resources, it's a really nice way to be able to share with one another. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next tutorial.